I have fantastic news. After poking around a little bit, it looks like the big boy might be an optional fight. Because we got this guy, and another door I opened just started a cutscene that looked like it progressed the main story, so we might not even have to fight the big boy. I know, Az. I'm very excited about it, too. So let's see what you're cooking up over here. Ah, this must be the man himself. It makes sense he'd be a dreadnought. The vox speakers on the ancient monster's armor emit a blood-curdling screech that turns into the unholy murmurs of countless voices. As no, don't do that. This horrible scrimbler. Please do not disconnect all the wires. Collect the blood of the false believers in a cup, reap of their pitiful strivings, drink of their pitiful strivings? Drink of their sorrow, and the laughter of the true gods will thunder in your ears. What the fuck does reap of their pitiful strivings mean, dude? That's such a weird one to throw in there. Halbrand looks up from the bodies of his fallen brothers. You can hear the seething rage in his voice, distorted by his helmet's vox speakers. He's not wearing a helmet. I am the wrath of the All-Father, and his wrath is to be dreaded. Traitor of the 17th, I will have your head. Stand aside, young wolf. The baleful howler here. This prey is ours. Look at the hellbrutes. Oh, yes. The abomination's armor wetly gleams with profane repair scripts dabbed in blood. It has been patched with fresh ceramite in several places, evidence of serious damage received in recent battles on the surface, but the monster appears to have fully regained its strength. Its flesh swells hideously as it is flooded with the power of the warp. Respectfully observe. I am looking respectfully. Booming drums sound from the vox mounted on the Halbrand's armor. So you're telling me that the wolves have a built-in booming drum sound effect on their armor? That's just something that they felt absolutely necessary to have built into their vox systems. This is why the Space Wolves are the worst chapter. That's actually the Dark Angels, but whatever. The Space Wolves are close. They're very cringe. In the hour dark he bars the doors, he who fears guests unbidden, he who fosters purpose tainted, he who dreads his reckoning. Well he knows that in hour dark and savage the grey beasts come to his doors prowling, for blood they come, for vengeance they come, the guilty are their prey. Be you malefic, be you monster, know that. A new burst of furious howling from the Hellbrute makes Ulfar falter. Tremendous that it's just watching us do this. For the fallen you will answer to us. Giving you a smile of darkest sorrow, Ulfar concludes grimly. To harsh retribution their blood calls us. Fenris remembers all. Fenris forgives nothing. Like two virtuosic musicians, Halbrand and Ulfar fall into a perfect rhythm of words, breath, and movement. Fucking nerds. With a fierce howl, they rush to the attack, moving as if not two warriors, but one. Oh, he coming. Oh, there's two Space Marines here as well, just hiding.
With fire and
How much health do you have? Too much. Oh. Do you also take reduced damage from everything as well, by any chance? That wouldn't be surprising. No? You must be joking. When it reaches 5% of wounds, it restores half of its wounds. So the trick there is to just kill it before, like, hopefully, right? If it's at like 6% and you drop it to 0, this doesn't proc, but fuck, dude, come on. Ah. The combat's really tedious. Gains 100% armor and 40 deflection. Only Ulfar's attacks can significantly reduce the Hellbrute's defense. Okay. I'm really thinking about just turning the difficulty down, dog. This combat's starting to really grate on me. It takes so long to do anything. Every combat's like an hour.
Challenge is too great. None shall escape my fury. Beware the fangs of Fenris.
You couldn't just kill that guy, though? You couldn't just do like 5 more damage? That wasn't as bad as expected. I expected it to be way tankier than that, but I guess I was baited in by the other big boy thinking that. The wounded monster lets out a scream that resonates with the might of the ruinous power, and retreats. Its armor is riddled with holes, and its vox speakers are clogged with tangled prayers of despair and joy. I fear not the blasphemy of the deluded, for it is promised to me. With my eye of flame I pierce the hearts of the doubting, for it is granted to me. I root out false faith, for I stand on the true path, and I will not be forsaken by the protection of the true gods. Funny you'd say that. Your god is obviously Corn. Corn's not overly protective, but you know. Ulfar... Ulfar is... No, Ash, don't do that. Ulfar is drenched in the Hellbrute's blood, which carries the acrid tang of machine oil. He wipes the blood from his face and bursts into deafening laughter. The ground itself seems to quake at this mighty display of joy. Behold, All-Father, how fleeting is a coward's valor. Instead of brazen hymns, pleas for salvation come. But my hands are full with weapons laden, without a finger span for mercy or for grace. But stay the old wolf's charge against the foe, corruption's mighty beast. He did valiantly ravage, but the right is sever. The right to sever, its rotten weird thread will another claim, a hunter fresh and battle bold. Are you too serious? Will old wolf give young a lesson in battle? Ulfar gives Halbrand a patronizing look. The battle feast I'll share with you, young brother, that you may fully savor the mead of my prowess. Remember this taste well, for in it lies triumph, sweetness, and the bitterness of loss. To my elder bowing, the right of the first blow yielding, but last for myself keeping, the foe shall die by Halbrand's hand. Fucking... Whatever, dude. Like how we have to start the battle again, so Ulfar loses all of his combat superiority stacks, but you know, whatever, that's fine.
I am the wind that howls.
Bro, you are not helping right now. Great job. We did it. The heretic lowering his gruesome weapon in exhaustion. Isn't his weapon his arm? Whatever, I guess you can still do that. But still standing, casts a desperate glance at Ulfar. The Vox speaker crackles. In the abode of the true gods there's neither time nor prohibition. What is reflected there will endure forever. I was, and therefore I am eternal. Doom scream will resound in your ears. With glorious song the gnat buzz we'll drown out, and with sweetest mewed your traitor name will wash away. Tell the blood moon wolf you fell at noble Halbrand's hand. You're not the one that got the last hit. Hylda. Halbrand shoots a defiant look at Ulfar, who has blocked his path to the defeated monster. The young wolf raises his weapon, ready to defend his claim to the prey. Get fucked. Many lessons have to you, young wolf, been handed down, so let this be your last. Tread not upon your elder's prey. Ferociously declaiming the last line, Ulfar knocks Halbrand to the ground with a crushing blow to the head, sending him into a deep stupor. Of the baleful pack worthy was the hunt, their name will thunder at the feast of victory. Doom's scream I ripped out, leaving it to cry a tongueless silent wail. Wolf's howl has flown above hall arches soaring. Ulfar falls silent and gives you a pensive look. In memory over graves of brothers worthy. In memory over graves of brothers worthy. Ulfar raises his grief-fogged gaze to you. Arnulf and Skadi would have liked that ending. Fine hunting, Activateur. The prey and the verses have me well pleased. Look over Hellbrand. Judging by his sluggish movements, the young wolf is alive, but not entirely lucid. A storm cloud of heavy bruising is spreading across his handsome face. Whoa, slow down. There are not many handsome space marines, okay? Horrible scrum glows. What was that contest between... Doomscreen, you just wait for 5 fucking seconds, okay, brother? We'll be right with you. What was that contest between you and Halbrand just now? We clashed in a dispute over valor and inspiration. Battle fills the true warrior's heart with joy and his mind with piercing clarity. And we on Fenris hold in special honor those who Ronald, please. Those who rise above the fray and share their joy with their comrades. Has your pack's honor been upheld? Ulfar walks over to the Hellbrute, whose limbs are convulsing in vain attempts to raise his weapon. The wolf draws a knife covered in red runes and smiles at you. The name of the baleful howl was not tarnished in this battle. Wearing the same blissful smile, Ulfar casually grabs the visor of the heretic's helm and begins to wield the blade with the efficiency of a butcher. The dying enemy rasps and gurgles, choking on blood as severed tendons snap and sawed bones crack under the Fenrusian steel. The Hellbrute's legs buckle, but he somehow remains upright, as if out of sheer arrogance. The heretic lives long enough to fully partake of the agony, and when Ulfar finishes, he is clutching the bloody horn that protruded from the Chaos Worshipper's head. Ulfar swiftly carves a protective rune into it and proudly proclaims, "A glorious trophy." What shall we do with your brother? Noble Hellbrand, it would be unwise for you to come with us. I think it will be some time before you are well, and I do not want to leave to answer the All-Father should you die. Let no one say a worthy warrior met his foolish end because of Ulfar. My heart is raring to fight, brother Ulfar, but my legs are in no hurry to carry me toward the enemy. I will join the fray when I can stand, if you would be kind enough to leave a few heretics for my blade. Alright, that was fucking Doomscream. He left behind a nice little locker for us. Wow. That was really fucking stupid. Oh my god, could it perhaps be something new for Ulfar to equip? No, it's the exact same fucking pistol. Astartes chainsword? Oh my god. What a time to be alive. I have never seen a chainsword that looked quite like that before. He doesn't have plasma, but that's okay. The wielder gains the Relentless Rage ability. This ability reduces the wielder's current armor and deflection by half until the end of combat. However, the wielder's critical damage is increased by 2, and their is increased by This ability can be used once per round, and all of its effects stack. I mean, but like, the big thing for Ulfar for me is how ridiculously fucking hard to kill he is. So, you know. That's another thing with this game. Like, look, narrative-wise, this is all great, big fan, cool stuff, but man, the mechanics are so ridiculous, it doesn't really look like quite like that does, but whatever. It looks cooler in the portrait. But, like, the mechanics in this game are so overly complicated. Like, I still have no fucking clue what's going on with those, like, analyze weakness stacks, dude. I just look at the, like, 12 lines of text for one ability, and my eyes just glaze over immediately. Oh, hold on. That's not heretic equipment. What a day. Maybe this is better? It's better. What a time to be alive. Oh, it's two-handed. Fuck. Alright, no. Put this back in... Put this back in slot. Put this back in slot 1. Where'd the pistol go? Great. That could go in slot 2. Not that he'll likely ever use the two-handed weapon, because that's kind of not how arch-militants work. They need to alternate damage. The anvil, carved with the inscriptions and symbols of chaos, is designed for the work of one person. A forge master who is capable of creating sorcerous components used in complex machines. This looks like an orc symbol, I won't lie to you, but, you know, I'll take your word for it. Now, we could go fight the big boy, but I think we can avoid that entirely if we go through the other door, which was around here somewhere. Over here? You? Yes. 'Cause boy, do I not want to fuck with the big boy anymore. That shit was mad tedious. I hated it. I'm really just here for the story at this point, you know? Like, which admittedly is a little meandering. Right, like, there's not really a very firm, overarching goal for this other than don't let chaos do whatever it is they're up to, but, like, took a long time to get to that point, didn't it? Chapters 1 through 3 were a little just like, kind of fuck around. Well, 3 was get out of Kimura, but 1 and 2 were kind of like, just, you know, just do whatever, dude, it's fine. I'll rip out your liver and give it to the wind spirits to eat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Love how everyone else is watching. Hell yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I moved myself by accident. Whoops. Oh, fuck. Well, hey guys. Oh. We're not going straight into a cutscene off that? Alright. My victory was predestined. You were outnumbered. You're a handful of fools who worship a dead fallacy. I have the great 4, sometimes 5, on my side. May they revel in the blood that spills from the veins of heathens. How funny to hear heathens coming from a guy that looks like that. Yeah, we'll just watch you do whatever you're doing. It's good, you know. Hold on, I moved one of my windows by accident. There we go. You're late, Ophelia. Your allies have fallen. Perhaps it's time to admit your defeat. If you do, I promise. No, I won't promise you anything. Whatever you choose, you'll die a slow and excruciating death. Look at the fallen space wolves. The wounds left by Erlon's blows are dire, but the Emperor's angels are known for their hardiness. You have arrived just in time to stop the profane sorcerer from finishing them off. Grow as many eyes as you want, Voigtger. I will gouge them all out. Let's see if you'll be so insolent when I slit your throat and bathe your precious warrant in your blood. Alright. Oh, hey, ma'am. You're a little close. This looks like it's really gonna suck. You know, this just has that vibe about it. But I do kind of think that every time combat starts. Marzai's trying so fucking hard right now, dude. I'm amazed he survived as long as he has, but he hasn't got much left. Oh my god, he's trying so hard. Oh my god, he's still in it. He's not done yet.
I will drag you to oblivion with me.
Can't use a med kit, right? There's no way he has enough. Yeah, do any of these things heal you? Like, do any of these combat things heal at all? Or, like, gain lifesteal? This does. Fuck. Damn it, I didn't realize. This is not... This looks like all the other combat stims, but it's just a heal. I mean, that's definitely my own fault for not reading, but man, that sucks. Alright. Marzai, where it's all riding on you, brother. You're really in it to win it right now. Regardless of if you make it, we respect your dedication to the cause. This guy's got so many temporary wounds, we can't even get through them all. He do be in cover right now. Does this grant any kind of bonus? No. This does gain dodge, so it's worth using anyway. I don't think he's got it, you know. But let's see how long he can last. It would be pretty sick if Marzai clutched out this 1v4. Oh! Purifier died. That's good. Ah, fuck. That's not what you want to see. Oh, he's still parrying. He's still parrying. No shot, dude. He's healing. He's making it. I'm beginning to believe, dude. Several of them died. Like, the Purifier is dead. Erlon's dead. Miraculously enough. If we can get rid of this dude, we might just be able to pull this off. As crazy as that would be. That's bad. Alright, but he's still in it. He's still in it. Oh my god, he's a beast. Now, the other word bearer is basically untouched. And that's obviously less than ideal. However, and he also has like drastically reduced move speed because of the desperation move that I used. But you know, if we can, dude, if we can get over to this guy, Marzai does a lot of fucking damage. He might be able to do it. Now, This is the spooky part. We gotta do this last big bit of empty space with big move speed reduction. Unless we can kill him from here. Oh fuck. What if though? Do we try and get to him, or do we try and kill him from over here? Alright, that wasn't ideal. It's probably safer to stay over here, isn't it? Because otherwise he'll have to go out of cover versus this guy with the heavy bolter. And that's not ideal. I think he's gonna do it, dude. Oh my god, it only did 7 damage when it actually hit him. Oh my god, Marzai is gonna clutch out this, like, 1v5 it started as, dude. He's, like, about to do it. Oh, started is too far. Alright, we're gonna have to go out. Use the dodge boost before anything else. Can that get to cover? Let's go. Push the wrong button. That's okay. Oh my god. Marzai's the best character in the game. Holy shit. I can't believe he managed to win from that position. That looked completely untenable, and I was gonna give up, but then he dodged like 5 times, and I was like, well, let's see how far he can get. Holy shit. Erlon staggers back from the blow. Your strikes have crumpled his blood-red armor, and his face bears a grimace of pain. Probably embarrassment they couldn't kill one Drukhari. He turns his mad eyes to Voitger, who is thrashing in his own blood. Brother Twilight, the hour that was promised to you has come. The edge of daybreak grants you the honor of serving as his weapon. Be awed by your high destiny. Voitger's turquoise eyes widen with understanding mixed with terror. What? Now? But I'm not ready. It's not what you promised. You said I would reign. Oh, the guy that looked like that lied? That's crazy, dude. Who would have guessed Erlon the Cruel might not uphold his end of the bargain? Erlon draws a blade, shimmering. Love how Ulfar's just like A-posing over here. Erlon draws a blade, shimmering with unnatural light. Ways change, Brother Twilight, and nothing lasts in our Lord's hand. But you'll reign indeed, as a vessel for your master. The blade cuts Voitger's coat and chest open, sinking deep into his flesh and finding its way to his heart. The glyphs carved into his skin by the ruthless mentor begin to glow so bright you can see them clearly through his clothes. Poor Conrad. Theodora despised you, and now your new master butchered you like a grox. I hate you. Voitger takes a... It takes Voitger a colossal effort to force these final, hateful words through his sliced windpipe. Oh, fuck. You want me to now fight a Lord of Change? Immediately afterwards? The pernicious warp energies seep into his body, causing it to glow and flicker. With a mad cry of pain and exultation, Kunrad Voitger ceases to exist, and a mighty winged figure rises from his bloody remains. Edge of daybreak, I witness you. Erlod musters enough strength for a faint, vengeful smile. Enter the forlorn halls of reality and claim them. I gave all that I had in your name. Hail the truth. His giant body goes limp, his face forever retaining a wicked expression of triumph.
My soul goes to the true gods.
My imprisonment ends. I am made manifest. Rejoice, mortal witnesses, for I have come to lord over you. The demon lets out a hoarse, cawing laugh. I told you that you would welcome my return to reality. Demons, I thought demons, couldn't sustain themselves in real space, though, but lore's complicated. Marzai grips his weapon tighter as he looks over at the monstrosity facing him. Suppressed fear blends with dark admiration in his eyes. Come on, Ophelia, what are we waiting for? It is funny that Marzai would be the one to say this, given he had to do all the heavy lifting just there. I am rogue trader Ophelia von Valancius, and none shall lord over my subjects but me. The memory of you will disappear sooner than the echo of your insipid name. I've no more need of you. Be gone. Now, there is realistically no way we'd ever be able to fight this thing. But, you know, here we are. That's a lot of health, brother. What do you do? What have you got cooking in here? Fantastic news. You'll love to see it. Attacks an enemy that has been marked by Claw Brand. Deals 100 damage in a 3x3 square around the marked target. The damage is equally distributed between all affected creatures. I see, we're meant to stack. Understood. Teleports, chain lightning, naturally. Oh, great. Everybody group together to split the damage on Burst of Fate. Also, get fucked because you're grouped together for chain lightning. You love to see it. Manifest, yeah. Psycho Terminus. Okay. Great. Fantastic. This is great news. I'm very excited about this prospect. Alright. Marzai, are you ready to do a lot of work again here, probably? As usual, it's gonna be down to you and Ulfar, it looks like. He shouldn't be by himself, actually, but there's not too much we can really do about that right now. Great. Oh, fuck. Fantastic news. You would go straight for Marzai by himself. Oh my god. Alright. No problem. Alright, small problem. Great. Oh, God. Why is it all so painful? Can't do too much. Gotta get all the fuck way over there first. Why did you go back that way? That's not... It's not really what I was looking for, by far, I won't lie. Actually out of range. Hey, are they in range of this? Oh, let's go. Now, you assured me there was a 0% chance of hitting Marzai there, but you hit Marzai, so, thanks. I guess it doesn't matter if anybody's in cover, they're all fucking psychers. Heal yourself. Oh, God. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm turning the difficulty down. I'm just looking at this situation like, you know, I'm good, man. I'm good, you know. It's alright, man. I'll turn it back up after this fight. I just don't want to do all of that again. And it's not exactly looking good, okay? I'll take it, you know. We've still got a whole chapter to go yet, you know. We'll turn it back up after this fight.
That was 1000% the correct play to turn the difficulty down. I was going to get rinsed by that encounter. And God, that would have been a lot to go through again. Alright, let's shake down these bodies. Yep, that's heretical gear, naturally. This isn't, apparently, so I guess we'll take that. Oh, God, it's... Ooh, man. It's been a time down here. What's Erlon got on him? Oh, heretical gear? That's crazy, dude. Oh, I never would have seen that one coming. We already gave him a bolter now. Anybody else? There's this guy. I know we leveled up, but I'm just putting that off because it means I'll have to consult the list of feats again. The Voxcaster is producing nothing but static. Hello, can anyone hear me? Aishara's voice cuts through the static. We read you, Strike Team. This is lift control. Report your status. Erlon is dead. Ashira responds after a brief pause. Acknowledged. Strike Team. Beginning the extraction of the priority cargo. The priority cargo?
A fine victory, Ophelia. They will tell sagas about the day the contemptible Erlon fell. The Cog Priest should offer you a fine cup of mead for saving their prayer world. Thorvald nods at two gaunt bodies in crimson robes laying on the floor. If you hadn't, Erlon would have bathed them in 100-fold more blood. As for you, Ulfar Thunderlung, you have proven yourself. The Stormbiters will tell all about your feat and your roaring song. I thank you, Thorvald. You and your brothers fought well. You did the wolves proud. It will be my joy to share a cup with you at the victory feast, Ironhide.
If Opticon 22 were here, he would say that this victory has brought him pleasure, along with 3 scores of synonyms for it.
And that it has unlocked his jubilation functionality. He was a fine priest, and it is a shame to lose a comrade like him. He was a warrior at heart, so the Old Father granted him the highest warrior's honor, a glorious death in battle. We will drink to his memory at the feast so that the Iron Wolf may be merciful to his binaric spirit.
Unit Opticon 22 was a worthy representative of the Explorators. On a conceptual level, he perceived martyrdom as equivalent to a definitive success in performing his function of serving the Omnissiah. Expressions of regret are inappropriate, for I estimate that in his final functional moments he experienced the highest form of pious exaltation. How is your pack, Thorvald? What are the losses?
Several of my brothers will carry on fighting their battles in the All-Father's host. The rest have survived. We've shed much of our blood, but a wolf's hide is tough and his spirit is stubborn. When you take us down, you had better finish us off. The Stormbiters live on this day, and the next.
I see you and Ulfar have worked through your quarrels.
It doesn't become a noble warrior to bark at his battle comrade after a good fight. Ulfar Thunderlung has proven that the spirit of the baleful howl is alive and strong. So let ravens fly where he has walked, fucking stormwolves. And let them tear through the bloody harvest left in his wake. May Blackmane guide you through the black of night, Ironhide. Know that if your pack calls, the baleful howl will always answer.
What was hidden down there? What was the treasure Erlon was after?
I know not. Calcazar's carols did not allow anyone into the hidden arsenals.
Ah, so Calcazar is going to be the final boss.
All we could see was them dragging crates up to the surface. 'Tis the age-old way. We fight, they sweep up the spoils. Thorbold grimly nods at the pair of corpses. We brought these from below. For all I know, it was his curls that killed them to seal their lips. You see no signs of violence on the two women's bodies, but their porcelain-white skin proves without a doubt they are dead. Their hands are clutched together in a death grip. The sweet scent of rotten meat prickles my nostrils, but it is not the fallen bodies I smell. It's the hands of the Inquisitor's minions. 'Tis what my instinct tells me, too. My heart never had a strong faith in Calcazar's words before, but now whatever phantom trust I had is scattering into smoke. We must ask questions and get the answers, by force, if that is the way it has to be. Both wolves affirm the last words with fervent and murderous nods. Something strange has occurred to the two women's augmetics. It's as if they have begun to grow inside their flesh, spreading webs of metal around them. After taking a closer look, you realize that every augment seems to have begun mutating, developing new forms and functions not envisioned by their creators. It seems probable that this is what caused their demise. Suddenly, you hear a click inside one of the tech priest's bodies, and her eyes open wide. A spasm shakes her gaunt limbs, making Thorbold clutch his weapon. Her lips twist into a crooked line, forcing out the two words, "The yoke." "She's still alive. Call the Medicae." "Reconstruction. Impossible." The woman's whisper is barely audible, but the weak voice that is coming from her pale lips still sounds more alive than the mechanical hiss of a vox. "The shelter has fallen. The maimed hunter comes. Cessation of vital functions inevitable." Her eyes momentarily roll back, then a metallic chirr inside her chest brings her back to consciousness. Reading the unit's noospheric signature, no evidence of corruption registered in the algorithms, detecting substantial logical disruptions within the augmetics. Augments. Threat level low. There's not a single wound upon her white skin, but there's no doubt she will soon perish. Her augmetics are failing as if they have been sabotaged by some anthropic influence. For a moment you consider it a sign of tech blight, then you refute the thought. What you're witnessing is not decay, but transformation of the matter from which the tech priest's true flesh is made. What happened to you? A pained shadow falls across her face. "The chapel was attacked. The preservation protocol commanded me to hide within the inner artifactorum and block out all outside access to it. Prolonged presence in close proximity to the object was prohibited by the algorithm, but the preservation protocol had a higher priority. The object affected me. I resisted. Resistance led to structural change." "What object?" "The yoke. The weapon we forged at the Lord Inquisitor's command. The destroyer of worlds." Sounds awful. I need details. How does it work? What is this yoke? "An enigma. The project was kept secret from everyone, including the Smiths. We forged fragments of it. It was a tool for controlling energies of staggering power, and it was not the Omnissiah's blessed gifts that served as its foundation. It was forbidden knowledge, knowledge that we comprehended." Registering blasphemy? "We were continuing the work of our mentor, Archmagos Amarant. It was his wisdom that made our toils possible." Axiomantha's words render Pascal speechless. "What else do you know about this weapon? How did Calcazar learn of it? Against whom does he intend to use it?" "Against anyone. Its power is absolute. The first experiments with the tech relic were calamitous. The tech blight is merely its echo. Its potential is much greater." She stops, as if frightened by her own words. "It never should have fallen into the hands of the Laity, but the Lord Inquisitor stole it. Its secrets was procured beyond the dimensional gate, beneath the dark stars, and passed over to Amernat. Calcazar destroyed the Messiah of Discontinuing and robbed him, and claimed the secret for himself. He knows." She points at Thorbold.
He was there.
Thorvald glances at you in shame.
She speaks no lies. The first task the Inquisitor gave us in the Expanse was to destroy a cult of tech heretics. The deed was done. This Amernat, was he a good priest? Did Calcazar drag us into something foul? Ulfar looks away and rumbles heavily. I was there too. I thought those judged by Calcazar. Pascal's vox sounds as if a hot metal string just snapped inside. This unit is waiting for an explanation.
Why did Calcazar need you to... Well, first, Ulfar, why did you keep quiet about this?
Ulfar mutters, his expression as dark as a storm cloud. It was not my concern, only another's will, and it was the chapter's business. I've already told you more about the wolves than many of my brothers would have said in my place.
I have no right to judge you, but Pascal does.
Pascal utters coldly.
Unit Ulfar claims that he was a tool in another's hands. This statement has been archived. Then let every tool be treated as befits its function.
Ulfar responds quietly and sullenly. You are a worthy ally. I never meant you or your brethren harm, Cog Priest.
As befits its function. Why did Calcazar need you to do it?
At first he tried to do everything swiftly and quietly, but his agents and the Cog Priests loyal to him failed to capture the leader of the tech heretics. That's when he realized he needed indestructible warriors. He needed us. The Cog Curls were powerless against the wolves' might, and we brought carnage to the explorators' ships and worlds.
What else do you wolves know about Amernat?
Thorvald throws up his hands. Nothing. I swear on my honor. He disappeared, and so did his ship. There is no blood of his upon our hands.
And what do you know about the secret weapon?
I never even knew there was a weapon. I was told of traitors, and I tracked them down. I claimed no trophies. I had no part in any of these dark intrigues. You think I would have wished that sneaky, scheming viper to get his hands on something so powerful? I wouldn't even trust him with my axe.
It's not my place to judge you. You were following orders.
Thorvald frowns and says in a hollow voice, and yet doubts smother my heart. Did we sully our chapter's honors with deeds done for a dishonorable end?
How exactly did the object affect you?
A difficult thing to explain to a laywoman. Metamorphosis phenomena occur in the object's vicinity. Sacred technology and even ordinary plasteel start to behave willfully, shifting, reconstructing, and altering their fundamental attributes.
This sure does sound like it's going to segue into Necron technology.
Imagine yourself gazing upon a surface of water that was disturbed by a stone an era ago, but the ripples never stop coming. That's what it felt like. The object propagated echoes of change.
Her true flesh has betrayed her and become a heavy burden of metal within her body. Something that is not of the Omnissiah's design. Something devoid of function.
Pascal speaks the last words with audible disgust and sorrow.
Why are you revealing Calcazar's secrets to me?
I was never his servant. I was forced to serve. When our circle was broken, he offered me a choice, submit or die. He threatened to kill half of me, and I refused to forge for him. He needed Archmagos Amernat's knowledge, and I had it. I saw no sense in resisting.
You betrayed him too.
Yes.
Her agreement comes easily with a weak smile.
Ethics are an insubstantiable construct of emotion. I acted logically. I continued to comprehend rather than terminate my vital functions.
I doubt I can learn more from you.
It's difficult to process. Have I fulfilled my duty to the Omnissiah? May I rest now?
She looks through you as though she can no longer see you. Who are you?
Magos, Axiomantha, Hanuman. That is my identifier.
Pascal's mechandendrites snap up in a whirlwind of alarm, and the recorder in his Vox activates with a click, initiating interrogation procedure. You are not the first servant of the Omnissiah I have met who goes by that name. The tech priest responds with a faint and enigmatic smile.
You have found yourself at the center of a tangle of paradoxality.
I see. You spoke of a shelter and a maimed hunter. What did you mean by it?
This place was a shelter. The Lord Inquisitor hid me here, and not only me.
A high-pitched groan of pain interrupts her words.
The maimed hunter, a figure of termination and an unknown variable, Amonat's nemesis. I never met him, but I inferred their existence based on statistical evidence and logical conclusions. The portents of entropy foretell that the hunter is near.
Can you speak more plainly?
Are my words obscure? This is regrettable. Processing becomes difficult when you only have one half of your mind. Certain notations, data, and logical instruments were left in the less functional part of me.
How do you know about Amonat?
I was a disciple of the Messiah of Discontinuing. When he was laid low, I found myself here. I hid from my reckoning. I reached out to the Omnissiah's wisdom as I pondered and considered. Logic revealed much to me even here, in my prison.
The cycle will be discontinued, sister. Pascal speaks the words of the sacred motto with an air of mournful consolation.
Hope is illogical, brother.
Was that your sister?
She was me. A phenomena of flesh divided me into two identical bodies at birth. The Omnissiah's wisdom let me overcome this physiological flaw by braiding the separated mind. I was the first unificate in the fleet. Now this half of me is dead. The rest of my mind is fading. The sympathetic principle is insurmountable.
The tech priest closes her eyes and starts whispering something incomprehensible, sinking deeper into the depths of oblivion. Creation of unificates is dangerous knowledge that has long since been denounced by many. As a procedure not blessed by the Omnissiah, it is based not on direct prototype envisioned by the precursors, merely on loosely connected technologies.
Knowledge will not have the capacity to be absolute until the coming of the Omnissiah. We do not know of such pre-technology, but can we claim with certainty that it never existed? Do you remember stories about
the Gemiocrats, the twin magi who joined their minds in devotion to Mars? I remember. Proponents of the right to create unificates based their defense on the momentous precedent. Let's not interrogate this dying, suffering woman further. I've learned enough about you.
If you wish to know more, then hurry. The turning of the cog will soon cease.
You are in need of help.
Attempts to slow down the degradation process are irrational. Therefore, they are only prolong my suffering. I wish to cease to be.
Her eyes close.
Brother, take my thoughts. I kept them. Keep them now.
Her final words are a faint whisper. Knowledge will not fall into oblivion. Taking great care not to ruin the tech priest's features, Pascal reverently extracts the neural cogitator from her skull, then does the same to her sister. The quest for knowledge is the Omnissiah's mission to us. Thorvald, did you understand what is happening here? Something foul. The Inquisitor seeks to use us to obtain a mighty weapon, and that he kept this design even from us. The All-Father's warriors sow suspicion in my heart. Does he keep his lips sealed because he knows that we won't support his game? Does the worm of treason lurk within his mind? It is curious that he'd choose the wolves as the Space Marine chapter for this, given that they already have pretty bad history with the Inquisition, and Calcazar is obviously up to no good. I would have picked a more obedient Space Marine chapter if I was him. Well, as obedient as they come, anyway. You know, maybe I would have just picked the weakest one, and then been like, it'll be fine, because we'll deal with that when it comes, you know. Alright, stop the loading. I will inspect the trophies personally. All you hear in response is wheezing static.
Ishara, that conniving spittle. She silenced our Vox voices.
Thorvald tries to revive his caster to no avail.
By the time we get back to the surface, the Inquisitor's mutts will be gone with their prize.
May the Deus Mechanicus accept their souls.
May the wolf that stalks between stars keep their departed souls.
Great. That all went pretty well, I'd say. Who would have guessed that the Inquisitor would be up to no good? That never happens. Ma'am, where's Eisenhorn when you need him? Ma'am, where's the only good Inquisitor? Well, that's a little like saying the only good cop, you know. How good can a cop really be at the end of the day, you know? You know? You know. You know. Anything gonna happen when we get back to the map, though? Come on, you're on 100%. Come on. You're on 100, let me in. What are you doing? Come on.
So we meet again, Ulfar Thunderlung. We've been in contact this entire time. Thorvald gives Ulfar a stern nod, then turns his steely gaze on you. Live long, road trader. Business has brought us to your Drekker. The traces of Halbrand's encounter with Ulfar's rock-hard forehead are still fresh on his face. Yeah, I didn't realize he headbutted him, you know? I thought it was a punch based on the animation. The young wolf rests his hand on his axe. Greetings, brother. What brings you here?
Could it perhaps be the whole thing we were just talking about? Probably not. It's probably the side thing.
Ulfar returns Thorvald's look with an equally forceful glare. For some reason, he's foregone his magnificent armor today and stands on the bridge clad in little more than the physical perfection inherent to an angel of the Emperor.
Alright. Whoever wrote that one came across as just a little bit thirsty. You know? Have you ever seen that clip of the chick interviewing a wrestler? And she's just looking at his oiled up body like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. That's the vibe this text box gives me. Live long, comrades. Fenris Hjolda.
Fenris Hjolda, we thank you for your hospitality and kind words, brave Huskral.
Thorvald's face breaks into a wide grin, his affected severity vanishing from his face. He rumbles solemnly.
Brother Ulfar, you swore that you would stand for the honor of your pack, the Baleful Howl. Did you descend to Euphrates too with your brothers? Did you fight? That world my boots did tread. In fallen halls my victory cries I roar. The day the All-Father asks for a reckoning of my deeds, I will not be ashamed to tell of the siege of Euphrates. Who will bear the witness to the truth of this wolf's words?
I bear witness.
We know you, Ophelia. We have seen you in battle. We believe you. Show us the scars, Brother Ulfar, that we may see the mark of your deeds in the flesh. I did not acquire my scars to show them off, Brother Thorvald.
All of my monitors have stopped working. This is known to happen, but it's like, oh, well, I guess, you know, they roared so loud, everything fucking died, so that's cool. Sure hope nothing breaks when I have to restart all of this now.